There is nobody who faces as much threats upon his life as Donald Trump. There's nobody who endures the level of threat against his very life other than Donald Trump. They keep saying that President Trump is a threat to democracy. He is an existential threat. He is Hitler. He is Nazi. He is racist. He is everything. And you wonder why some sicko person out there, some psycho, isn't going to try to take the shot. They have essentially sowed the seeds. They've planted and sowed the seeds of division, of sheer hatred, vile vitriol against Donald Trump. And they've watched those seeds grow. And you'll wonder why this stuff keeps happening. There is nobody other than Donald Trump who has endured this much threat against his life. Nobody. Listen to this. So on June 18 of 2016, a British citizen was at a Trump rally in Las Vegas, reached for an officer's handgun to try to shoot Trump. September 6th of 2017, a man in North Dakota had stolen a forklift to try to breach and break through Trump's motorcade in order to flip his limousine. September of 2020, you've got a Canadian woman who sent Trump a letter containing ricin, a poison. This one is particularly sinister because she concocted it inside the confines and comforts of her own home, which to me is very creepy. So then you have July 13 of 2024, the Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. This one I have still so many questions on. How the shooter was able to get that close to Trump, within 400 feet. Why the rooftop was not secured. They had Secret Service agents on the rooftop opposite. Supposedly they couldn't secure the other rooftop because it was too angled. But yet, the rooftop where the Secret Service were stationed was actually steeper. It was actually more, the incline was more steep. So bizarre to me, this whole thing. You had onlookers on the ground. They were calling out that there is a man on the roof with a gun. They kept trying to get the cops' attention. You had onlookers spotted him, and still nothing was being. They were shouting. They were yelling. They were trying to get the attention of the cops. It's bizarre to me. And to make it even more tragic, the shooter was still able to fire off 8 rounds. 8! 8. Before he was finally taken out and neutralized. A man lost his life. 2 others were severely injured. That never had to happen. That never should have happened. And to keep going further, because I have to move on from this, but one last point. Even the people, when I guess the detail, they didn't really cover him. He was so exposed. You had these short little ladies. There's just so, I need to move on from here because I'm never going to finish this. September 15 of 2024, you have the shooter at the golf course in West Palm Beach, Florida. This one, I guess that he was spotted and Trump was just literally 1 hole away. So that was a close call. Then you have what just happened April 25th, just this past Saturday at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, how the California man, the shooter, the would-be shooter, just bolted through security like a bat out of hell, which is exactly what he is, and with a handgun, a shotgun, and multiple knives. My point is, folks, no man has endured what Donald Trump has endured. No man. Whether you like him or you don't, whether you care for him or whether you don't at all, whether he might not be your cup of tea. But you have to admit, nobody on the planet has endured the level of vitriol, of sheer hatred, of almost like a demonic force that is against him, with words, with lies, and even with actual physical attempts against his life. I would recommend to the Trump team, not that they're ever going to see my video, but anyway, I would recommend get additional security, up that ante. I wouldn't trust, if I were his family, if I were his wife, I would not trust the security detail that's around him. Get an independent detail, get a double, triple detail. I don't know what you got to do, but this man is clearly under a whole other level, a whole other layer of threats, and he must be better protected.